Did Saudi Arabia hack Jeff Bezos? Amazon CEO Bezos' confidant Gavin de Becker that he reached the conclusion after an extensive private investigation that included interviews with Saudi spyware experts and people with close ties to the Saudi crown prince. He alleged that the Saudi government has Hickton, who brought an indictment against members of the Chinese military over hacking allegations, said the U.S. government has a responsibility to protect American citizens from foreign state actors. Robert Amsterdam, an international lawyer who has represented heads of state, said President Trump's criticism of the Washington Post adds extra significance to the allegations. Bezos. De Becker noted that the Saudis have Ami is currently subject to a non-prosecution agreement with the U.S. Attorney in the Southern District of New York after federal prosecutors accused the company of participating in a scheme to help Donald Trump win the presidency by paying women to keep silent about extramarital affairs he allegedly had with them before the election. Bezos has accused Ami of attempting to extort and blackmail him by threatening to publish embarrassing photos and text messages illustrating his affair with Sanchez. Ami had tried to get Bezos and de Becker to sign a document saying ID. De Becker said it. Ami provided the following statement despite Amazon did not immediately return a request seeking comment Sunday. A call placed. Follow USA Today reporter Nathan Bomei on Twitter @ This article originally appeared on USA Today.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.